Thanks for tuning back in. I'm Tommy Campbell, still bald, still in my basement, and still certain that Lauren Boebert's silence surrounding the Washington, D.C. carjacking of Representative Henry Cuellar is because she thinks carjacking is something you do on your first date. After several months of the Republican Party and conservative media giving Robert Kennedy's gorgeous voice endless airtime with hopes he'd siphon votes from Joe Biden or possibly be the nominee, RFK Jr. announced his presidential run as an independent, and it started so poorly you'd think the event was produced by Mike Lindell and Herschel Walker. I'll be getting into California Governor Gavin Newsom totally destroying Sean Hannity again, Lauren Boebert's latest genuine page, and much more, but first this.
Ladies?
President Trump works for God, and God is all about America, and God is the one that's going to save America, but actually he's using President Trump as one of his tools. So that's why we support President Trump, because he works for God.
Amen.
Amen.
If there is a God and he's going to save America, it's save America from people like this. I think the attacks we've seen this week prove there is no God. Like, if you really think there's a supreme being that favors America and hedges their bets with his star employee, a lazy golfer, convicted abuser, and con man who shares national secrets to impress party guests, then you may as well take those earmuffs off your sidekick Karen and put them over your eyes. It is pouring MAGA tears. Thanks for all of your incredible support and kind birthday wishes. Laugh along with the good people in the nicest comments section on YouTube while I mock the latest and stupid and more. Trump is turning up the heat on Ron DeSantis, posting about Ron's lifts, and it's amusing, because anything against Ron is amusing, especially when it's a war over appearance between Kenneth Copeland's snot-rubbing bobble-headed half-brother and a spray-tan sack of mashed potatoes with 3 botched hair transplants, slimy eyes, jumbo chiclet dentures, and Stormy's one-and-done tiny mushroom. Have at it, fellas.
I need my speech. You can't read anything. You can't read anything.
What about the screen up in front? Can you see it?
What? Yeah. It's upside down.
It's upside down. Jim? It's upside down.
It's upside down.
Nailed it. It's upside down. You'd think the voice would be the main problem with the speech from this throg-throated anti-science dipstick, but the teleprompter was loaded wrong. Instead of just keeping things going while they sorted it out, he left the stage. I mean, how long till he blames Big Pharma for this one? The thing is, the RNC is far more worried about Bobby than the Democrats because any support for him has totally dwindled. In the beginning, some weirdos were dazzled by the last name, but quickly discovered the nonsense and lunacy behind it. So now Republicans are attacking Kennedy because he's on the lunatic fringe, and there is a group that thinks Trump is not crazy enough, and this is their guy. I mean, their first choice for a Kennedy would be Vincent Fushka, the Pittsburgh former sales manager, Trump rally regular, and the one Q believes is secretly JFK Jr. in disguise, despite the fact that Vincent is inches shorter, not nearly as good looking, and much more alive than John F. Kennedy Jr. The Republican National Committee met RFK Jr.'s announcement with a press release that described Kennedy as just another radical far-left Democrat, and have gone on to post multiple attacks on Twitter, something they would not be doing if they felt he wasn't a threat to them. Kennedy's set to speak at an upcoming Nevada meeting of the Conservative Political Action Committee, and they are shaking in their custom-made high-heel hiding boots. Members of the Kennedy family released a statement Monday denouncing the presidential candidacy of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. This is not the first time Bobby's own family has come out against him, and it won't be their last.
Why? Because that's a vicious thing. I said, that's Silence of the Lamb. You know what that is? Has anybody seen Silence of the Lambs? Hannibal Lecter, how great an actor was he? You know why I like him? Because he said on television, on one of the, I love Donald Trump, so I love him. I love him. I love him. He said that a long time ago, and once he said that, he was in my camp. I was in his camp. Yeah, I don't care if he was the worst actor. I'd say he was great to me.
I don't care if he was the worst actor. I'd say he was great to me. This is the guy who surrounds himself with Kevin Sorbo and Scott Baio. Now, Biden is the one in cognitive decline, yet this sweet potato-headed dingleberry can't differentiate between an actor and a character. It doesn't take long to confirm that Anthony Hopkins has not publicly supported Trump, and neither have the other actors who have played Hannibal Lecter, a character, in film and television, including Mads Mikkelsen and Brian Cox, who has never had anything remotely kind to say about Trump. Hopkins also stated that he doesn't care for Trump in a 2018 Guardian interview with Miranda Sawyer, who stated, "We talk politics. He, Anthony Hopkins, the actor, not a character, doesn't care about Trump."
And, they're floating this idea that Gavin Newsom may run or, may step in if Joe Biden can't complete his race. As California refugees here to Iowa, what do you think of Gavin Newsom running for president in place of Joe Biden?
I don't even know who Gavin Newsom is,
Yeah, no,
honestly. No, I don't.
Wow. Okay, you don't know who Gavin... No, and I'm not trying to embarrass you, but...
Totally fine.
Trump cult members truly are ignorant. Gavin Newsom is the governor of California and the man that used to be with Guilfoyle until MAGA ruined her appearance, and he's also the man that ruins Hannity on every appearance.
Energy independent for
By the way,
first
we're
time
more
in
energy
75 years.
We are more energy dependent today. Look that up. It's a fact. And if you
False.
No, it's just factually untrue.
Joe Biden is unilaterally disarmed.
I want to encourage the people watching. Look
I
this
encourage
up.
the people watching.
5.94 quads. Google 9.5.
Look at all the restrictions Joe Biden
quads.
has put
We are
on
more
oil
energy
and gas companies.
independent today under Biden. Pence doesn't know that. Your audience doesn't know that. More domestic oil production than any time in history. We're on pace this year. That's a fact.
Right.
You guys keep making that up.
No, we don't make it up.
You're making it up.
We're energy independent, and now we're not.
We are energy independent.
No, we're not.
Net energy
No,
exporters.
we are not.
Sean, this is going to be so much fun when this gets PolitiFact tomorrow.
Anwar, go there. Look at all the other restrictions.
5.94 quads. That's the margin. It's the highest margin of net energy export in America's history under the Biden administration.
I don't think the entertainment channel for married cousins is going to be giving this guy airtime for much longer. During 2023's first 6 months, the U.S. produced 2.29 billion barrels. If production continues at that pace for the rest of the year, the total would reach nearly 4.59 billion barrels, which would exceed the 2019 record. And Newsom is also correct. The U.S. recently reached the highest margin of net energy export in American history under the Biden administration by what he called 5.94 quads. The data shows that several key metrics have grown even stronger under Biden, and experts predict we will hit peak oil this decade, and then the decline will begin, and it will begin rapidly. China now has 600,000 electric buses and 3.8 million electric cars on its roads. Globally, 14% of all new cars sold in 2022 were electric, up from 9% in 2021 and less than 5% in 2020. Do you see where we're going? Get with the times. Thank you. I see every tip from pennies to dollars. They are hugely appreciated and help make this show possible. If you love what I do here and you can afford to help out, throw me a buck with the PayPal link in the pinned comment or drop me a super thanks with this button. And please take 2 seconds after this video to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. These things are free and help the show grow. Thank you. I didn't make this. This is real. And let's be honest, if there were a Trump bat signal, it wouldn't be of him. It would be for him so he could order more hamburgers instead of using Uber Eats or Eric. If this thing really did exist, Carrie would find a way to stand behind it for a filter. For those new to the show, I'm glad you found me. Thank you. For a year, I've been reading a genuine page from Lauren Boebert's book. This really is a ton of fun. I only do it once a week, and it's been pretty wild. Let's get back to it. As the saying goes, find hers, keep hers. And even though Mr. Fong was a man from over the seas, I was about to find his and keep his. He may have won first prize in the yearly search for my emotional support hamster, but his Mountain Dew fortune was exploding quicker than my lips after the DIY collagen kit I found on Facebook Marketplace. I will stick to my face getting filled the old-fashioned way. Thank you. The dollar bills caught the wind and were flying through the air, and it was a level of free-for-all I had not seen since Black Friday at Jason's No Questions Wood Shack off the 36. My lever-pulling husband had managed to emerge from backstage undetected and began waving his cowboy hat in the frenzy, using it as a net to catch the airborne bills while being careful not to get too close to the water. The last thing we need is his ankle monitor short-circuiting and sending an alert to the donut squad. Normally, this part of the show is a highlight, but the dancer is usually not an elderly man with a cane getting ragdolled by an industrial fan. As many here are aware, Ted Cruz has been known to sit in the front row disguised with his poncho. And I'm not talking the tan one for when he does all the patriot stuff at the border. No, this was the vintage Calgary Stampeders CFL poncho he wears, along with the fake glasses I bought him for when he's somewhere he's not supposed to be, like the front drench trench at Lady Buns or the Fairfield Inn and Suites by Marriott Denver Airport. I remember the first time we planned to meet there because I was very confused, but Ted assured me that I didn't need a passport. I know I'm 16 years younger than him, but did he really think that this Colorado Wildcat needed sweets to have a sleepover? I guess some people like to have a sugar rush for when they travel, but I'm just interested in the bar, the mini bar, and sheets without all the blotches from my husband's weepy back knee. You know, if Ted listened to me, he would have never been spotted flying to Cancun. But the only thing Crying Cruz listens to are Nickelback, a call from Donald Trump, or Lauren Boebert's safe word, government cheese. It was like a fairy tale. If you've enjoyed this genuine page from Low Rent Boozeburb's book, let me know in the comments and I'll see about reading another page sometime soon. Lamestream media shill. MAGA Tears. FJB, MAGA Tears. Every single time in history that the liberals took control, they have destroyed the economy and our livelihood. If you keep putting these people in power, we will never have our freedoms and way of life back. MAGA Tears of Henry Cuellar is because she thinks carjacking is something you do on your first date in the Applebee's parking lot. Oh, handy Bobo. Kenneth Copeland's snot-rubbing bobblehead half-brother and a spray-tan stack of mashed potatoes with 3 botched hair transplants, slimy eyes, jumbo chicken. I haven't even gotten to the mushroom part. I will stick to my face getting filled the old-fashioned way. Thank you. I don't know what she's saying. Thanks so much for watching. Help me out by joining us in the comments, sharing this video with a friend, and following me on social media. I am a one-man show here, from script to screen, the editing, even the graphics. Please throw me a tip with the easy PayPal link or hit that super thanks button. Thanks for helping me make this show possible. Life's short. Be cool, be kind, take care.